Hi, this is Diego and Veronica here. And this is Kame, our floating home. So look at that. Living on a sailboat is quite an adventure. One definitely worth sharing. We hope that you enjoy this journey with us as we are slowly adapting to a life in flow. Today is September 3rd, and we are still in Martinique, which is still in lockdown, as you can see. We come here and use this space as one of our transitional offices, because now that we are in a mooring, we have no internet, so we can come here, sit comfortably, as opposed to sitting on the floor on other places that we often do, and connect to Wi-Fi. Cute stores. And cool bars. But nothing open. And today is Friday. All these places were open when we got here earlier this summer, but it's been almost 2 months now since they've been closed. Oh well. So we've been walking by this place for a while, and it was always closed. Today we see it open, but they're not serving food, so no crepes, only drinks and ice cream. So we're gonna try ginger ice cream. And which one you wanted? You ordered fresa, no? Strawberry. Look at these beauties. Ginger ice cream and strawberry. Delicious. And we got some avocados in the market. Don't look at the plastic bag. We're definitely gonna reuse that. And it's a beautiful hot day. Have a beautiful day. You want to live in a boat? You better practice your yoga. We are cleaning the strainers today, and he's trying to get it all the way down there, starboard aft. Well, and the filters. We already got the strainer. Just have a little bit of algae. Not bad. But yep, you gotta be flexible. Oh wow. It's been there how long?
2-3 weeks. It's not bad. It's not bad at all, but it definitely needs to be clean.
And it smells bad too, you said, huh?
Yeah, it smells bad.
So we let it dry in the sun, and the sun will kill any bacteria as well. And we're gonna put another filter. These filters anyways last how long?
No, they last 3-4 months, but what we're doing right now is we alternating, and so we're gonna use the one it's washed that was almost new, and yeah, we let this one getting clean and all that, and then we go back to the other one.
How often often they need to be cleaned?
You know, it depends the place where you are, really. They tell you once a month or so, and it's really dirty, like you're in a city, maybe every 2 weeks. But yeah, because our Watermaker, it's not really doing great, and trying to do whatever I can to help it.
Yeah. Nice. Okay, so
And you know,
there's the strainer.
the straining, the fine microfilter,
And the filter, where is it?
it's in the blue receptacle
Wow.
in the vessel.
There.
Yeah, that's the one.
All right. That's it. About the osmose, however you
Osmosea Watermaker.
Yes, so tell me, how much has it been producing in terms of water?
So quite a bit under what it's supposed to. This model is a 12S60, 60 liters an hour of the best case scenario, and which is about 16.25 gallons, and it's been far from it. Between 6 and 10 gallons in the best case scenario. Lately it's doing between 6 and 7 gallons an hour. The Watermaker was new, but it was in a box in a warehouse. They installed it a few months before we got the boat. So
Because of COVID.
Because of COVID and all that, so there was a delay installation. It's been in a box forever. So I don't know the age of the membrane. Still, the water, it's perfect. So
And the guarantee expired already.
And the guarantee expires. So eventually, when we back in the US, we're gonna put a new membrane, brand new membrane, and we're gonna change some parts that could be a manufacturing defect or could have gone bad because it has been a little bit unattended, even though it was new. I start communicating with the company. It makes a terrible noise when it works, so we can really not use it when we are here or at night because the noise is unbearable. So we use it when we move in from anchor to anchor, when we are sailing. It works perfectly well, and we don't have to deal with the noises all the way down there. We are over there, no problem. So it looks like we're going to have to change some seals, probably put a new piston on it, and also we're going to order a new membrane. And now we're going to start testing. It's not leaking or anything,
Okay.
so we don't have a problem. We have good pressure. We can see the two cycles of the piston working. It does not lose much of the pressure. It generates pressure in both cycles of the piston. So we are not having a problem of lost compression or this hydraulic augmenter.
So in terms of installation, it's good. It's just
The installation, it's right. It probably was a problem that's been left alone too long, and Watermakers are extremely sensitive, almost like an organism, and they need all the time to be washed, to be used, to be active.
So you kind of touched on the third question I had for you, which is the company feedback, the customer service.
So far, they are responding. They putting the parts together for me. They say they cannot honor the warranty because even though the Watermaker is new, the fabrication date it's before the time because of COVID, even though it was sitting on a warehouse. But it is what it is. We'll see when we receive the parts, but so far they seem to be helpful. So we shall see.
So he said earlier that he liked the 450 because the engine rooms were big.
And here we can see why. completely here. I actually haven't even opened the other side, but I'm working on checking the fluids, oil level, transmission, the strainer for the engine, and it's so incredibly comfortable to work here. You have space for everything. The engine, it's on a bay. Doesn't get better than this. That was kind of the only main difference with the 42. That was really tight. It was really tight. In here I have the autopilot, the hydraulic pump, the breaker for the AC, the computer for the autopilot, the RAM. Everything is so easy. So easy to work in a place like this.
Nice, because initially we felt like it was too big and intimidating and unnecessary, and the 42 was more than plenty. But...
And it's true. At the same time, look how we manage now between the two of us. We go out, in and out of the mooring. We anchor. We go everywhere. Never a problem.
Yeah, and there's some things that are priority. You know, cabins, okay, of course. Storage, okay, of course, but engine room.
Engine room, it's a place where there is a possibility you're going to spend time on it, and you want to be sure that it's in an emergency in a run. Okay.
Yep. On that note, it was very nice to meet you. See ya. I'm kidding.
So, yeah. And actually, many people build like a bulkhead wall here, and that's where they keep all the oils and everything. I saw people doing it in 48s and Leopards.
Show it.
Right there, on that space on the back, all that big space that you really don't use for anything. You build a little wall which became bulkhead because it gives you structure, lateral structure, so strength, rigidity into the hull, and you use it as a division to put your oils and fluids, things you're going to use for the engine maintenance, filters, so on. So it seems like a good idea.
So it's very practical, this space, in many ways. Not just to work on the engine, which is very important, even if you don't do it every day. When you do it, you need to do it comfortably, and because of the storage you just mentioned. Beautiful sunset. Okay, so how about our engines? Any feedback?
They're wonderful. I think like everyone who owns Yanmar are grateful to Japan for that. Yanmar's 54 CB, they have a shut off on the side, but before the electronic shut off, the year before, they are electronically injected, so most likely they never suffer from that air intrusion. It has a way to naturally expose it. So far they have been absolutely flawless, and they start in a second and everything is good. They also very efficient. They use much less than I expected, and even though they are big and powerful engines, but yeah, all is good.
Great. About that dinghy operation, it did work. The patches that we glued before held up pretty nice. That one and the one in the front, very good. So right now we're gluing the back again, this time with the same glue. Diego just applied the glue over there and over there, and that's why we have it wrapped up with a rope to give it tension, and hopefully it works. But because it held up so good, we already gave it a name. A well-deserved one. Tokuda! Google it or not, but it's a well-deserved name. Kind of weird watching it move on its own, right? So before, when I put it on autopilot, the speed was under 2, and the helm doesn't respond very well. Ooh la la! That looks good, but I'm sure it's not what it looks like. So it has to be faster than 2 knots, the speed for the helm to actually.
Something I don't like, it's that we are not having true wind speed.
You're interrupting. Rude.
I know.
And then you keep me hanging. Finish your stuff.
It has lost the wind speed. I don't know why. I don't know if something happened.
But right now it's responding pretty well, the autopilot.
Uses a lot of power too.
Yeah. Okay, so about those Raymarine instruments.
Not my favorite. They are okay, they are already installed on the boat, but definitely not my favorite. So they're originally designed for motorboats, and so they don't have all the little adjustment for sailboats such as B&J, which probably we're gonna go that route. But it is what it is for now. They are all installed. The autopilot, hydraulic autopilot, it's new. It seems to be all right. Also, one of the problems that we are having is we have 3 different generations of C-Talk, which is the software language the instruments talk to each other. And so they are combined in little combiner boxes, but they seem to enter into a conflict at one point or another. We're losing wind data. It seems to be a conflict in between the old C-Talk and the new C-Talk. Yeah. Something to improve.
Nice music from one of our few neighbors in the mooring. There's a whole bunch of boats, but mostly empty. I hope the wind is not making too much noise that you can't hear the music. Lovely.